Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're strapping in, so to speak. We're exploring the essential systems, the big decisions behind aircraft maintenance management, AMM. Our mission here is to look at the source material as, well, a shortcut to understanding the strategic heart of an industry where failure, it's just not an option.
And for you listening, this really shows AMM is way more than just fixing things. It's this constant trade-off that managers have to navigate. It's a strategic mix. You've got compliance, high-level engineering, serious economics,
Yeah.
all needed to keep these, billion-dollar assets flying safely and efficiently. It's arguably the toughest industry out there.
Okay, let's unpack this. It really jumps out how the sources put the tiniest detail right next to massive financial stakes. Like
Yeah.
one minute you're reading about immediate tactical stuff, these line checks at midnight, maybe verifying tools before the next flight. Very hands-on.
Mm.
And then, bang, you're into high-stakes strategy. We're talking billion-dollar engine contracts. It's this incredible blend of daily precision and huge economic planning.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is how the management side actually handles that massive range. The sheer scope means you need these highly specialized planning areas. AMM involves setting up detailed maintenance programs, deciding when and how work gets done to keep planes available. But the real insight, I think, comes when you compare that daily in-house work, those quick line checks, with the whole world of MRO,
Yeah.
maintenance, repair, and overhaul.
Right. That's where the big money flows, isn't it? MRO is the really heavy lifting,
Wow.
and it's often done by specialist third parties.
Precisely. Yeah, we're talking huge investments here.
Yeah.
And it's all driven by needing to maximize the TBO, that's the time between overhaul, for critical parts like engines.
Mm-hmm.
So managers are always doing this balancing act. They want to stretch that engine. Life saves millions over time, but they're up against the catastrophic risk if something fails unexpectedly mid-cycle. Those MRO contracts, they're basically the framework for managing that specific tension.
Okay, so given those massive costs and just the operational scale, that complexity, that's got to be why the industry is pushing so hard on digital transformation now. The sources really hammer this point, moving to smarter systems, specifically the shift away from fixed schedules towards predictive maintenance driven by data.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Because while the tech, all these predictive tools is pulling us forward, the source material keeps reminding us AMM isn't just mechanics. It's not purely technical. There's this kind of paradox.
Mm.
The more advanced the tech gets, the more crucial it becomes to tackle these persistent social and organizational issues.
Ah, you mean the human factor challenges? That seems counterintuitive, right? If AI and sensors are predicting failures, why is the human element still such a focus?
Well, because the human factor isn't just one person making a mistake. It's about systemic risk. It means tackling things like procedural drift, where standard practices slowly degrade over time, or dealing with issues from fatigue, communication breakdowns under pressure, maybe inadequate training when schedules are tight. So building and maintaining a strong safety culture becomes the essential organizational response to those inherent human variables. It ensures safety stays number one, even with all the economic pressures.
And that focus seems to be widening even more looking ahead. There's a mention of sustainable aviation. That doesn't sound like some far-off idea. It sounds like a core challenge now.
Oh, absolutely. It is. Think about sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, or completely new propulsion systems. They demand entirely new maintenance approaches. Managers have to quickly figure out how to inspect new materials, maybe retrain technicians for totally different types of aircraft. It takes serious strategic thinking just to maintain that perfect safety record while adapting to huge environmental shifts.
So what does this all mean? It feels like the knowledge needed for good aircraft maintenance management covers this massive range. Everything from fostering the right safety mindset on the hangar floor all the way up to huge multi-year economic plans focused on the TBO of multi-million-dollar engines. It's this defining mix of technical skill and strategic adaptability.
It really is a profound ongoing balancing act, yeah. So consider that complexity balancing intense cost efficiency against absolute safety, while these sophisticated technologies like predictive maintenance are booming. Here's a thought for you. What immediate strategic steps should the AMM field prioritize right now to best tackle those pervasive human factor challenges? Should the focus be purely on stricter procedures or maybe on, say, novel fatigue management systems? That tension, speed, tech, and the human element, that's something really worth thinking about.